Hey, well, hello, my divine feminines. What's up, ladies? What's up, y'all? This is your girl Zengaya, the Zen Libran, and welcome to my channel. Woman is God. Woman, you know you God, right? You know you God here on this realm, right? You are the creator. Know thyself. Please know thyself. Know the power that you possess. No one can take that away from you, honey. You are God. You have to know yourself, divine feminine. You know what I'm saying? Be confident in that. I'm confirming it. I know y'all tired of hearing me saying it, but it's real. You can't get tired of me hearing me saying that because it's just like getting tired of hearing your name. That's what you are, honey. That's what you are. Yeah, what's up, divine feminines? You know I'm in the house. I'm in the house. I'm in the house. In the house. You know I had to come here and give y'all a divine feminine message. What's going on, ladies? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, y'all? Y'all feeling this new moon energy? Y'all feeling this? Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all straight? Yeah, the energy has really shifted, ladies. The energy has really shifted. If you have been under any type of a spiritual attacks, I mean, it's like it been an attack on the high priestesses, the high divine feminines. And I'm not going to say it's coming to an end, but it's subsiding now. You know, there's always going to be a battle, ladies. There's always going to be a battle, but it's subsiding now. These people that were trying to beat you, they didn't win. They didn't win, honey. You came out on top because you are connected and protected. And they see that now. You know, I'm just turning my cards the right way, y'all, before I get to shuffling. Yeah, and they see that now, y'all. And so, you know, we finna have a little treats and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, the divine always takes care of his ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like a good man always does take care of his woman. You know what I'm saying? But before we start our talk, ladies, you know, we got to clear the air. You know what I'm saying? We got to be relentless on our protection because the powers that be and these karmic, you know, people, they are relentless in taking us down. So we have to be relentless with our protection. You know what I'm saying? It comes with the territory. All right? So we're going to return all evil eyes. You know, I got my boy Elvis on deck, as I always do, channeling his energy. He wrote a song. No, I don't know if he wrote it. I'm just going to say he sang a song about Return to Sender. Made it famous. You want to hear it? Here it goes. Return to Sender. Address unknown. No such number. No such phone. Yeah, no such number, no such phone, honey. Ain't nobody there. So you just getting your evil eye that you sent out. You getting it back, babe. So stop sending them. But your mind is so warped, you know what I'm saying, that you keep on doing this, harming yourself. Because we are connected and protected, honey. They just want to just get any little inkling that we have any little boundary down and they're going to try to get through it. But no, we divine feminists. This is what we do for a living. You know what I'm saying? This is an environment of consciousness, awareness, healing, love, self-healing, self-love, elevation here. And if you're not with that, you know what I'm saying? You can just get up out of this atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You done tapped into something you weren't supposed to tap into. You know what I'm saying? And we will forcefully remove you out of our energy because you're not supposed to be here. We will not allow you to disturb our peace or our calm. Okay? All right, so going on now. Get now. You get now. You know what I'm saying? All right, divine feminine. Girl. You got somebody out there that's done lost his freaking mind over you. And it's not so much as lost his mind over you, divine feminine. It's just that he knows that he made a mistake. The choices that he made in life. See, this person wasn't so bad. This person wasn't so bad. This person was abused in life. Abused in his family. Abused in his relationships. So he prayed one night. He prayed to the divine to take the misery away from him. To bring him someone in this life, someone that's suited for him. Someone that, a good woman, someone that loves him as much as he loves her. Somebody that won't treat him bad, that'll have his back. Somebody that won't abuse him if he was to let his guard down and show his feelings. Somebody that will love him that he can love back. You know what I'm saying? Some reciprocity. And you know what? Due to the trauma that this person has had in life, the mishaps, because, this person, it was a divine. This person was a divine. When you're divine, you don't look like the other people. You don't talk like the other people. You don't walk like the other people. And anything that is different, the society would talk against it because they don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? People tend to hate anything they fear. I mean, it's just stupid, but that's just how people are. So, divine individuals, you know what I'm saying? We get put on this earth around people that we're not from here. We're star seeds. We don't think like these people think. We don't act like these people think. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole different frequency of vibration that we're tapped into. So we're talked about a lot. We're joned a lot. We're looked over a lot. You know what I'm saying? We're neglected a lot because of our physical form or because of the way that we see things. You know what I'm saying? Because we are different. We're attacked for being different. And this is what happened to this particular person. Okay? But he prayed. And he really prayed and he cried to send him the one for him. And you know what the divine did? The divine center. The divine center. But when the divine center and he came across her, he got scared. Due to his trauma and not healing his trauma, he pushed away the blessing. Because it was something like he never had. It was fulfilling. It was everything he wanted. So it scared him. So he decided to deal with the dysfunctional relationships that he was dealing with. No fulfillment, but in the background, he always loved this woman. Never showed her because he's so insecure that he was scared that if he would show his feelings and be open, he would be open to hurt, to get hurt. Which that is a sense when you're open, but you were open to love also. But he never would open himself up due to that insecurity. So he wasn't open to love. So this particular individual, she didn't think that he cared about her because it was all the other women, you know what I'm saying, that were trashier than her, that didn't even measure up to her. And she just didn't understand why he picked these women. But life goes on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you are who you are, and she didn't say anything. She just went on with her life. And now she's going on with her life, and she has another life, and she doesn't have any feelings for this individual or anything like that, and he is sick. He is sick because later on in life, he found out about twin flames, and he found out that this was his twin flame, the one that was made for him, that the divine sent to him. And he's just sick. He's tried so many times to get with her. He even resorted to spell work. But it wouldn't work because she's connected and protected. And of course, the divine saw what this person did to this individual, to his twin flame. So the divine blocked this person from her and removed this person and replaced this person. This person is hurt because his total destiny was attached to her. This is something that he prayed for, but he pushed it away due to the trauma that he had. Being insecure, don't want to open up, scared he's going to get hurt. But if you don't open up, you can't let love in. And that's what this person did. Sad, ain't it, y'all? Sad, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, ladies, when these children go through traumatic experience, if they've been molested or neglected, anything when they're children, take them to counseling. Talk to them. Let them heal that so they won't grow up and be damaged adults like this particular person did because he never healed from the trauma that he went through as a child. So now he's blocked from this feminine energy. He can't contact her. He can't see her. He can't talk to her. He doesn't have a number. He can't reach her. I mean, this fool's been doing astral traveling. I mean, he's all into spirituality, using spirituality to try to get to her. She's blocking him out telepathically. She doesn't want anything to do with him because when she was there, he wasn't an attendant. So this person is hurt. But this person, he does have some skills in spirituality. He astral travels and he does spell work and all this good stuff. Everything that he's done hasn't worked. So you know what he's doing? He's meeting with her in the 5D. See, they were together in the 5D because they're twin flames. So he's meeting with her in the 5D. He's making love to her in the 5D. He's touching her. He's smelling her in the 5D. And that's the only way he can get next to her. Because the divine is not having it on a 3D. Let's get this energy out here, y'all. Let's get this energy out here for this particular reading. Yeah, the divine is not letting him near her. Because you insulted the divine. You prayed and asked for what you wanted. The divine gave you this blessing and you pushed it away. That's an insult to the divine. She was sent to heal this person from all his trauma. But he pushed her away and went to trauma, dysfunctional, karmic women. Because he's dysfunctional. So he was used to dysfunction. And so he left her by the wayside. Wisdom. He left her by the wayside. Now he's gone wise now. He's gone wise now of this connection. You know, things have changed though. Things have changed. This feminine has got a family. She's moved on with her life. She has a partner that she's with. And they're happy. They're building their foundation. They could have children together or have a combined family. And this masculine is just watching. Y'all see this? He could be walking past her house, watching her house. You know, even sitting in the car where he's at outside her home doing spell work. Trying to see if he can free this connection. He can break this connection. He's very envious, very jealous, and he watches the guy that she's with. And he wishes that could be him. When this could have been him. It should have been him. But he chose another path. It's deep. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. So, you're not having a new beginning with this person, divine feminine. And this masculine is doing all type of spell work, did all type of spell work to disrupt you. Disrupt your spirit, to get you all malfunctioning so that he can make you karmic, so that you can let him in some type of way. But you're triumphant. And you were successful in this spiritual battle. This person is very unbalanced. Like I said, he is unhealed, unbalanced. And the divine has let you out of this connection, out of this soul contract, because this person refused to heal. You've learned your lessons. You've healed. So now things are moving forward for you in life in an accelerated motion. And I'm talking about abundance, prosperity. And this person knows it, and he's watching you. Because he knows that it has come to an end with him, to a conclusion. And he's watching you, and he's suffering in silence. He keeps trying to send things towards your crown chakra to deceive you because he's envious. He's envious. And all the time, this person loves you. This person loves you. You have his heart. I mean, hell, when you was made for him, and he was made for you. If you guys would have got together, y'all would have been in harmony, and y'all would have had material and spiritual prosperity. You are this person's light. And he closed the door in your face. So the divine is ending this cycle. It's not letting you no longer wait on this person while he deals with lust and ego. You've been freed. You've been released from this connection. And this masculine is sitting here with heartache and loss. You got a lot of clarity. And you sacrificed some time because you waited on him. You know? And you're not, you gave him your emotion. You let him tap into your love and emotion. You cared for him. But now the divine is tearing up this contract. And it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to move on to your destiny because you got a lot of stuff to do. You have a lot of things to do. You headed for a lot of abundance. You're gonna have a lot of financial and material changes going on. And this person is just gonna be watching you. Having memories of love. You know what I'm saying? Hurt because the spell work he didn't work. I mean, he was doing it all: candle magic, chaos magic, love spells, come hither spell. I mean, he was doing it all, but he's put himself in conflict because he's been defeated, and you're positively moving forward in life while he's discontent and bored with his life and going through mental conflict because he made the decision to stay in his south node instead of going toward his north node with his twin flame like you went towards your north node. He's aware now of this partnership that you guys were supposed to have. I mean, you were totally aligned, and now he's ready to transform, but it's too late. You have started a new beginning with someone else. You guys have built a foundation together. You're achieving things together. You've built your spiritual strength up. You're working on something. This person, you care about this person you're with. You're in love with this person. This person gives you what you need in a relationship to build and to grow, which is love. And this person ignites your passion. He ignites your passion that it affects the way that you move and make choices and decisions in life. And this connection between you two is harmony, is balance, and is victory and success. This person here was just an obstacle that you guys had to jump over, Divine Feminine. He decided to go his own way. And then when he tried to come back, he tried to do spell work to affect you and your new boo. You know what I'm saying? He's just obstacle that you got to jump over. That's all. You're very aware of this person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't help that he loves you now, but you've lost emotion for him. You know what I'm saying? And he just keep on doing his spell work and waiting, thinking that something is going to happen, but it's not. Thinking that this connection between you two is going to grow because he thinks that you're obligated to him because you're a twin flame, but we're not. The contract has been torn up. This person has a lot of hope. This person is very controlling. He's trying to control you. He's trying to be patient and trying to see if this spell work he's done is going to get you to be in this spiritual union with him. But you're using your intuition. The divine is telling you to stay to yourself and not deal with this particular person. And your heart is hardened to this person. You're emotionally withdrawn from this particular person. And and because you did this, you beat this person with these spiritual attacks. You know what I'm saying? You're very triumphant because you stood your ground against this person. And I'm seeing 777, honey. You finna get him into some money, honey. You hear me? You finna come into some money, and you're gonna have a firm foundation. And this dude you got, girl, his back look good. You know what I'm saying? You got you a strong brother that's there with you, and he looking good. You know what I'm saying? Some stability. While this person over here is trapped in fear. You know what I'm saying? No confidence. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now he's trying to, since he's watching you and your mate, seeing how happy you are, he wants happiness too, even though he's jealous and envious. But he's getting the confidence and courage to work on himself, work on his shadow side. That's what he needs to do. Because he knows the truth about this partnership and why it didn't work out, and he was the cause of it. He wants to talk to you, though, but the universe is not allowing it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because the universe has plans for you. The ancestors are giving you this spiritual inheritance for winning this battle and making good, great choices and decisions. So prosperity is going to begin with you. You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of planning you need to do because things is finna take off in your life. So this person is left behind. Not because you say so, but because the divine say so. Because the decision this person's made. This person may try to come back into your life and try to tempt you with some sex. But you too mature for that. You're going to slap his little wine away somewhere. You ain't trying to get with him. You know what I'm saying? You out here enjoying yourself. You and your mate and your family and your loved ones, you guys are reaping the rewards of your success. And this person wants to reconcile, but oh freaking well. You chose wisely. And you chose wisely to move on. And because you moved on, you're going to have this material harvest. There is some type of platform that you're working on. You're being seen across the world. You're getting a lot of recognition, and this is a reward for you winning this spiritual battle. You definitely stepped into your power, and this harmonious relationship that you have with this new boo is really giving you what you need, and all you needed was love. That's all you needed. You know what I'm saying? And it's time for you to rest and rejuvenate now, because it's time for you to have some treats, because you went through a hard time with this particular person. First waiting on him, and then waited for so many years for him, and he didn't come back around. And so you went on with your life. And then when he decides he's Johnny come lately ass to come back around, you went on with your life, and he do spell work on you, mess you and your partner. You got children over there. He didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Y'all suffer financially because due to his spells. You know what I'm saying? Making your vehicles malfunction, trying to get you caught in with the police, trying to get you set up, trying to stop your finances so he could come along and save the day. I mean, just a whole lot of bull, all because he made the wrong choice in life. So he decides to come along and mess up everybody else's life. See, that's what I'm saying, ladies. When these children are hurt when they're younger, they need some counseling, they need some healing, or they grow up hurt people, grow up to be hurt people, and hurt people hurt people. And so when he was hurt that he couldn't have his way, he hurt the divine feminine when she did nothing to him in her life but wait on him for years. She didn't argue with him, she didn't try to chase him or nothing, she just waited on him. And then when she saw she was getting up in age and she saw he was never coming, I'm not going to give this man all my youth. I'm going on with my life. I want to have a family. I want to have children. I want to have this. And if he's not willing to give it to me, because she knew this was her twin flame. She knew as soon as she met him this was her twin flame, because she's spiritually more developed than this masculine is. And so she waited, trying to honor the contract while working on herself. You know what I'm saying? And she waited on the contract. He breached it, and the divine gave her the word to tell her to go on about her business. She did, and she found the love of her life. And this masculine did spell work on her to attack her health, her finances. He put her in a hospital and everything. For what? All she ever did was wait on him and love him and be obedient to the divine. He's so envious and jealous. Walking out by her house, y'all. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. Just pitiful. You know what I'm saying? Just pitiful. Just pitiful. Well, they will have no new beginning. It will not be. This will not be. This connection is over. It will not be, and that's because the divine has came in and burnt this down. All right. Let's get this tarot out here, y'all. Let's get this tarot, y'all. And now he can't touch her in 3D, so he's with her in the 5D, making love to her in the 5D, because that's the only way that he can touch her. He can't believe he messed this up. He can't believe this was his angel. He can't believe this. So he hates to be woke now. He always likes to be asleep, because he likes to be in that dream where he can be with his twin flame. Y'all. I'm telling you, y'all. I'm channeling, ladies. I'm channeling my ass off. I'm channeling Atlantic Star, baby. Am I dreaming? Because he don't want to wake up, because he can only be with her and love on her in the 5D. Girl. Yeah. Things are kinda hazy. I'm hearing it. And my hair's all cloudy inside. Now I heard talk of angels. Yeah. But never thought I would have one to call mine. Yes. See you. Yeah. Just too good to be true. And I Yeah. This is not some kind of mirage with you. Am I dreaming? Yeah. Am I just imagining you're here in my mind? Am I dreaming? Yeah. Teach me to see if it's real, 'cause my mind can't decide. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, that's it. Gary, you don't even want to wake up. You know what I'm saying? He don't even want to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Now, he heard the talk of angels, but he never thought that he would have one to call mine. See, a lot of people don't think they deserve the blessings that they get. But this person really did. But because he's so traumatized and damaged, he didn't think that he was worthy. He didn't think that he was good enough for her. But the God is not going to give you nothing that you're not good for. This was your match. This was your soulmate, your twin flame. And you craving her. That's why you craving her. You know what I'm saying? What we got out here, y'all? Look at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful, loving, caring, nurturing woman. And he loves her. This was his twin flame. Yeah. You know, he's the King of Cups. It's him. But he's probably in the reverse now. Because he's not with her. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing Cancer. This masculine could be a Cancer. Or have Cancer highly aspected in his chart. So as this feminine. You know what I'm saying? What we got out here, y'all? So he's making love to her in the 5D because that's the only way he could be with her. And that's torture for him because he can't even live his life in the physical because he's so focused on her. It makes him lazy. He don't want to. He want to get up. He don't want to get up. He want to be with her all the time. Y'all seen this? It's one of my favorite movies. Somewhere in Time, with my girl on there, with my boy Superman, Christopher Reeves on there, and my home girl. I can't remember her name. That is one of my favorite films. My guy has bought that for me so many times, and I take to that film because I'm a twin flame. And I know why I take to films like that because I am a twin flame. You know what I'm saying? And it's lifetimes that, I'm going to watch that tonight. It makes me just cry all the time. I love that film. It's called Somewhere in Time. Y'all has Christopher Reeves in there. He is this professor and they be talking about time traveling in there. And he time traveled to meet her. I mean, it's dope. It's dope. She came to him in the physical, in the 3D, as an old woman and told him to come back to her. And he like, who the hell this woman is? Because he never knew her in this life, but they knew each other in the past life. It's dope, y'all. Y'all should look at Somewhere in Time. You know what I'm saying? And Christopher didn't even want to wake up because while he was asleep, he was with her a whole life with her. It's dope, y'all. And that's what this person, he don't want to wake up. It's like he's just dying without her. The only way he could be with her in 5D. And he just want to hurry up and go to sleep so he can be back, so he can go back to the dreamland. What we got out here, y'all? What we got out here? Yeah. This person wants to heal the connection with you, Divine Feminine. But it was just something about him that just wasn't right. And you knew it. But you didn't. You stayed and suited and booted. You know what I'm saying? The Divine said you're supposed to come here and do this contract with this guy. And you didn't marry nobody else. You didn't be with nobody else. Because the Divine, you knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? But this person, he just wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It just, and you knew something just wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, this person, broke your heart. Um, you're the empress, and this person broke your heart by not going with this contract that y'all supposed to went to. You know, this person here, and now he's comes back. He's very controlling. He wants to control you, and he's putting a lot of time and energy into controlling you with this spell work. You know what I'm saying? This person knows the truth. This person has got some clarity about you guys supposed to having this Ace of Pentacles. Y'all supposed to be a power couple. Y'all supposed to lift the vibration of this planet. But this person decided to deal with karmics and hoes instead of going for the woman that he prayed for. This person really wants to have sex with you, Divine Feminine. If he get a hold of you, he gonna wear your ass out too. You know, because it's your energy. Y'all twin flames. But you're rejecting him. You're rejecting him. You don't want nothing to do with him. You worried about your money. You done worked on this platform that you're doing. You invested your time, and you're going to get a lot of abundance. A lot of abundance, and he knows it too. He know he messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because your destiny and this abundance and prosperity was connected to you, was attached to you. That's why he's jealous and envious of seeing you with somebody else, because he knows whomever you attached to, wealth is coming with that person. Ain't that terrible, y'all? Ain't that terrible? But you know, it's because he was traumatized. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, man, you just too good to be true. Baby, you just didn't think that you deserved anything. And so you turned it down. Let's get some more energy out here. Will this last for one night? Yeah. Or do I have you for a lifetime? Please say that it's forever. And that is not an illusion to my eyes. And I hope, yeah, that you don't up and disappear. My love, I pray, yeah, that is not a hoax and is for real. You speak to him through music. You speak to him through music. So he's probably, you probably speaking to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving a message through this music to this masculine. He's not divine no more. You know what I'm saying? And you speaking to him. You probably speaking to him now. He's watching. Am I dreaming? He thinks he was just a distraction from your pain. Oh, okay. When you first met him, you was coming out of a relationship. So he thought that he was just something for you to play with until you got over this guy. So that's why he pulled back, because he started to like you too much, care about you too much, and he was scared that he was going to get hurt. Damn, why he didn't say nothing? Am I just imagining you're here in my mind? Yeah. Teach me to see if it's real, 'cause my mind can't decide. Oh, 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 oh. You know what I'm saying? Oh, oh. He's afraid to contact you when it was time to come back. So he let even more time go by. When you were single and with nobody, he was watching you and was afraid to contact you because he's scared. He's insecure. Sometimes, baby, I need you to show me Show me that it's not a mirage, no, baby. Yeah. He wished that they wished that he had treated you better. Mm-hmm. I need you. I need you. I need you to peach me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cause my mind can't decide. So he's buying material things. Buying stuff. Gucci and Louis Vuitton and you know what I'm saying? Balenciaga. You know what I'm saying? Things that you think that's going to fulfill him. But it's not going to fulfill your love. You love her. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you get all the clamor from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else holding your nuts and jocking you. But you're not getting attention from the person that you want. Because she's not a shallow person that looks at the material. And you know this. Sometimes, baby, I need you to show me that it's not a mirage. No, baby. He hid who he really was from you because he was scared. Am I dreaming? Oh, yeah. Am I just imagining you're here in my mind? Yeah, what she say? I don't wanna be, baby. Oh no, baby. Don't wanna be dreaming. He wanted to be real, but it's not. He can only touch her on the 5D because he was just a punk, like a punk on 3D. If he would step to her on the 3D like he did on the 5D, they would have been all right. You know what I'm saying? That's a shame, man. That's a shame. Now this person wants to tell you how he feels. You know what I'm saying? But it's too late, baby. You know what I'm saying? She's been released from your connection. And she's moved on. She has a priority and a purpose in life. She's fulfilling what she's supposed to do on a contract. But you have been replaced. So she's doing her thing. What y'all supposed to do together. She's doing it now with a new partner. Somebody that the divine made for her. Because you didn't want to do the job. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me out loud? This person regrets lying to you about a lot of things. He's just a big ass liar. He's just a big ass liar, and that's all he does. You know what I'm saying? Just lie. He don't even know why he be lying. He be lying and be like, I don't even know why I just lie. Because that's all you do. That's your nature. You're a fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? And now he want to bounce up and down on top of you, begging for some cootie cat. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all energy together is fire. You know what I'm saying? And he's not getting fire with these other women. You know what I'm saying? So he wants to hump on you so bad, even if he can't be with you, just to get your energy so he can manifest. See, he got his spell book. And his spell book and the people that he are around, he's asking about is telling him how to harness your energy. So he's going that way. You know what I'm saying? Trying to gain some wisdom how to get your energy because he can't get you to be with him. He can't get you to have sex with him. So what other way can I get her energy without having sex with her? Doing spell work. That's what he's trying to do. He feels abandoned and left out in the cold, and he is. Because he abandoned you and left you out in the cold. And now that you warm, he mad. But you know, I came across this saying that says, don't set yourself on fire trying to keep somebody warm. You feel me? And that's what she did. She set herself on fire trying to keep this person warm. You know what I'm saying? Letting him come in and out of her life when he felt like it. You know what I'm saying? But now, she's not lighting his fire no more. You know what I'm saying? And he over there cold as a mug. Don't remember how many women he with. All them women don't give him the fulfillment that this one woman does. Because she's just too inflamed. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, y'all. And so he's making love to her on the 5D. And he don't want to wake up. Teach me to see if it's real, 'cause my mind can't decide. He got some good news going on over there. But you don't care. You just don't want to be part of his life. And you just don't want him part of yours. You know what I'm saying? You just want him to do his thing and stop what he's doing and go and heal because you're healing. I mean, we heal every day, guys. You know what I'm saying? And this is at the bottom of the deck. It's time for me to heal now. It's time for y'all to heal. Y'all not going to be together, so y'all going to have to heal separately. And this masculine just needs to stop it. You know what I'm saying? He hurt. What do you say? And my head's all cloudy inside. Let's go in the bag because my divine feminine is in the north. Now I heard talk of angels, but never thought I would have one to call mine. You can't help but make love after this song. You know what I'm saying? See you. Just too good to be true. And I hope this is not some kind of mirage with you. Am I dreaming? Ooh, y'all, I just pictured the Avatar. I'm gonna make that as my thumbnail. You know how they made love under the tree of life? He chose her and they consummated. This is what he's doing with her under this tree of life in the 5D. Am I just imagining you're here with my mind? See? He went on the wrong path, y'all. He started having sex with elite white men. And you know, that is an initiation into some of these fraternities. You have to have sex with the elite. It's not so much as a homosexual act. It's a transference of energy. You have to know the significance in homosexuality and Satanism. You know, it's more so it's a change, it's an exchange of energy or something getting put into you, some energy getting put into you. It's not necessarily the homosexual act itself. But these old white men, they love it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you who they are. Y'all know they them ews. You know what I'm saying? These are twisted men. These are the powers that be, the gatekeepers that run the society. So this person went on about his way and took a totally wrong path, a path of unrighteousness and darkness and spell work and dark magic, like I told you he was doing to this divine feminine. Doing things to affect people's lives, destroying people, you know what I'm saying? So that's why the divine let this person out of this contract and blessed her with someone that would love her and care for her, you know? And this masculine, he chose to get initiated into some type of fraternal order. Initiation was to have sex, was to get boinked in his ass, you know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. And now he's jealous that this feminine went on and she ghosted his ass. She ghosted him. I mean, you know, where are your morals at, buddy? You don't have any. That's why you left out of this contract. That's why you dreaming that you's with her. Sometimes, baby, I need you to show me that it's not a mirage. No, baby, I need you to teach me. Tell me, am I dreaming? Oh, yeah. Homosexual acts. Yeah, this is what he chose instead of his divine feminine. Am I just imagining you're here in my mind? I don't want to be, baby. Oh, no, baby. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause 'cause my mind can't decide. He's up here having sex with these elite white men that smell like ass. They smell like ass because they're always penetrating someone's ass. You know? ass, moonlight. It smell like ass and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he smells like ass because that's what he indulges in, ass. I mean, it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? That these men will go this route in order to make it here on this physical realm instead of doing the work and healing and trusting in the divine. See, the divine, you're going to have to heal before you get this blessing that the divine is going to give you. Because the divine wants you to be able to maintain it without falling to the darkness. And this person fell to the darkness. Messing with these sex with elite white men that smell like ass. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they want. They probably got ass falling out their pockets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, baby, you know, she gone, dog. Now this person is clingy and needy now that you ghosted his ass. He needs your energy and he's trying to find a way to get it with this organization. Since you won't give it to him willingly, he's going to get it with this organization that is teaching him how to do freaking spell work. These elite white men that he done bent over and gave his ass to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Out here being a homosexual for harvest time. For money. For money. For money. Smelling like ass. Clinging to these people. For money. Doing homosexual acts for money. And got the nerve to be mad at Divine Feminine because she moved on. You desecrated yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a shame. Am I just imagining you're here in my mind? Yeah. 'Cause my mind can't decide. He do magic on you to make you bow down to him because you don't want to be with him. So he's trying to control you. He's trying to break your free will. And he's going to pay for that. He's going through karma right now. I don't know what he think is going to happen with that. But the divine sees him. I gave you a blessing. And then you pushed away the blessing. And then you got the nerve to torture the blessing that I gave you. Because you pushed it away. Then when you decided to take it, she didn't want to come back. You got your nerve to harm her. Oh, it's your ass. This person going to have a miserable life, y'all. And what I say, this person parked outside your home, girl. What didn't I say when I first pulled her, y'all, that he probably parked outside your home with this spell book, doing magic on you to make you bow down to him. Watching you and your mate and your children, watching you. Watching y'all. But he can't touch you. But on the 5D. And now that he's done this, he's not going to be able to do that. Spell work. Parked outside your home, girl, he's doing it. Probably fall asleep in the car and be dreaming of y'all having sex, jacking off in the car. His woman don't know where he at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Teach me to see if it's real, 'cause my mind can't decide. Ain't that the cut down? Ain't that the cut? Oh, come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What she say? Oh, do I have you for a lifetime? Please say that it's forever. Yeah, that's my girl. Now I'm listening to that. And that is not an illusion to my eye. Yes, it is, because it's not real. You in your own thing. You know what I'm saying? And here you go. And I hope. What do you hope? That you don't. 'em up and disappear. 'Cause my mind can't decide. 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 My love, I pray, yeah, that is not a hoax and is for real. You know what I'm saying? He dreaming, girl. He dreaming. He don't even want to wake up. He dreaming. He like, leave me alone. I'm asleep. He don't even want to go to work or do nothing because he want to stay in the 5D and hook up with you. Well, this is the message that I have for my divine feminine. If you feel anybody could benefit from this reading, guys, please share the consciousness, share the awareness. Hey, he had a blessing, but he didn't gave it up. You know what I'm saying? And now he want to act ignorant. But the divine got something for that ass, and you having a new beginning with your new boo and your new money. All right? All right. I love you, divine feminine. And I will see y'all on the next divine feminine message. Y'all be easy out there, okay? I love y'all. Bye-bye.